All right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is Elder Rufus here. I'll make a quick little video here about some of the events that took place today. Just got back from Jacksonville, Florida late last night. Had a beautiful time down there at the Dry Bones Conference with, of course, Pastor Dow being the guest speaker. The anointing was extremely thick. I mean, from the time Pastor got to Florida. The night before was just awesome in fellowship. The word went forward, power went forward. People was getting set free, delivered. I mean, it was just beautiful. Same thing took place the next day on Shabbat for the service that we did at Mia Hall, something like that. But it was just a good spirit going on in Florida. Y'all been charged, man, and y'all done showed up. So it's time for y'all to get after it and start making these moves. But it's a good 30, 40 saints down there, and they got good spirit on them. So I think they're going to be all right. I really do. I think they're going to be fine. But the nature of this video, I get back home, and we got court today, right? We had filed an harassment suit against one of the members here with Straightway, young lady. And so we filed harassment against her mother and her brother. Now, her brother could never get served. So we never got to serve him. But the mother, she lawyered up, and she showed up today. Now, I already knew it was going to be an issue because the courts here, they don't actually have a quote-unquote harassment type of suit that you can file. So they had to file it in a thing called stalking. So I already knew then that it was going to be japped up. But I had told my family from the beginning, I said, first and foremost, I don't trust this wicked system. No ways. You already know it. This is why we live the way we live. But I fully and hope that they will actually dismiss this. I do. Because personally, I'd rather deal with it myself. I really would. But I want it on record that we did try to go to you and get y'all to show some levels of righteousness and do something about people that want to slick hate and want to harass people. Okay, so we go, right? We get there, and they show up, and I got my wish. They did dismiss it. Why? But from the evidence that was produced, they ignored the threatening text messages. They ignored the people showing up at our home unannounced. They ignored them harassing us by sending police officers over here to do what they call a wellness check, even though they knew that their daughter, she knew that her daughter didn't even live in this state. She knew it. And we had proof that she knew that her daughter didn't live in this state. And she still took the taxpayers' money and sent police officers over here, sheriffs over here, to do a wellness check, which, of course, they didn't get on the land. Hallelujah. But so they dismissed it. Now, that just shows you how the courts are set up. Now, the judge, she was very honest. She said, this is sad, but this should not even be in my court. This shouldn't even be before me. She said, I can't take one situation where a person shows up at the house one time and a few text messages and call it stalking, which we knew that. It's not stalking, it's harassing, but they don't have an harassment case. Now, let me move forward. Here's another thing we saw today in the court, the case that took place right before ours. It was a white couple, young white couple, and they weren't together no more, but it was a domestic violence thing. And this young man had just got out of jail like a week ago because of being arrested for this situation with this girl. Mind you, this girl, both of them admitted that they on drugs, that they smoke and drink all the time, and all these incidents happen while they smoking and drinking and getting high, right? Well, they also had an agreement. Apparently he had a baby by this girl when he was dating her. And they had an agreement that whenever she brings the baby to his mother's house, that's when he can come and visit the baby, the son, the boy, right? So they set this boy up. He gets a call saying that she's going over to his mother's. So he says, okay, cool. I'll be there. I'm already here because he was living with his mom. He said, I may be in the shower, but go ahead, thinking that drop off my son. Mind you, the girl, she wasn't coming to drop off the son. She came with her new boyfriend after she had gassed him all up on all the stuff that this ex-boyfriend did. When they show up on the land, on the people property, the new boyfriend like, I'm here to whoop your ass. And he like, whoa, so you want to fight? And the new boyfriend like, yeah. So guess what? He went out there and whooped her new boyfriend's ass. He went out there and whooped her new boyfriend's ass. She said he did. The mom saw it and said he did. Yeah, he whooped his ass. So mom's like, hey, you got to get out of here. You know, we don't need you going back to jail, getting in no more trouble. So he gets in his car and leaves. Her son does, because he's mad. Like, I'm supposed to be seeing my son. You bring this punk over here, supposed to be fighting me, and I don't have to whoop his ass for nothing, right? So he leaves. Mind you, this wicked ass woman gets in her car and goes behind him, follows him to the gas station, gets to the gas station, provokes him more, and that's when he finally succumbed to that spirit. And he put his hands on her. He grabbed her around the throat and pushed her, and she fell and cut her leg. So she took that evidence, called the police, and had him arrested for domestic violence again. So he had been in jail this whole time. Got out a week ago, right? Here's the thing, though, y'all. I'm setting all this up. Here's how wicked this damn court system is. They let her talk first because she had an attorney. Then they let him talk. He's telling the courts, I'm just simple. I don't understand all these court things. All I want to do is try to be at peace. I don't call her. I don't text her. She got no evidence, none of that. She said, no, he don't bother me. He don't call me no more. We done. We've been divorced. We've been broke up, right? So he says all of this right in front of them. And he said, I just want to be able to see my son, and that's it. So the judge gave the girl the order. She approved the TPO order, the temporary protective order, right? Then she looks at the man and says, you got anything else you want to say? He says, ma'am, I just want to know if I can see my son, because she controls when I get to see him, and can we set up something for visitation? Listen to this close, y'all. The judge tells him, there is nothing legal in the system showing that you're this baby's dad. You're not on the birth certificate, nothing like that. You have to make it legitimate. Are y'all listening to me close? That lady told him, the judge said, there's nothing in the system saying that you're this baby's dad. Nothing. It is not legitimate that you're the dad. So you have to do that first before I can grant you visitation. So I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So then the girl's attorney starts to speak. And she says, well, we have an order that we placed in for child care, because you got to take the baby to child care while the girl goes to work, and for child support. It totals up to $450 a month. Mind you, the guy had already told him he ain't working. He just got out of jail. He ain't got no job. Do you know the judge granted that order? Now, she had just got done telling this man, there's nothing in our system saying this baby is actually yours, so I cannot grant you visitation to this baby. But I can make you pay for it. And you telling me, listen to that, this man now has to go out and get a job, which he should be doing anyways, and pay $450 a month for a child that may not even be his. He gonna have to go get DNA tests. He got to get an attorney. Go through this whole, pay all this money just to prove that the child is his. And then I'm going to tell you what they're going to do, y'all. I'm going to tell you what they're going to do. Because she granted that order, that temporary protective order, they still not going to let that man see that boy. Mind you, the whole time he going to have to pay for that boy. His clock will be ticking. His timer, his meter for pay will be going up. They still going to be collecting that money to pay for that child. But you think I'm finna get in bed with this system? You think I trust this system one bit? See, this is what I'm talking about when I'm out here talking to some of you other folk that don't understand the spiritual side of stuff. Y'all foolish. Y'all retarded as hell. Y'all want to come and be rah, 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 roo, roo, roo against this system, when the whole while you tied to this system, and this system shows you every single day how wicked they are. How wicked they are. These systems are rigged to support wicked women, rebellious, wicked women. You know, this woman admitted that she pistol whipped this man twice. Her attorney asked her, have you ever been violent towards him? Yes. Have you ever caused him bodily harm? Yes, several times. But you grant her a protection order against him. This system is wicked as hell. And I'm supposed to get in bed with this system. I'm supposed to trust this system. That's why I put out in the beginning of our situation, I pray that they don't give us shit. I didn't want the protective order. I didn't, because I didn't want to be in bed with them. Now, we had to go that route for legal purposes, just to show faith that we tried to use your system. And we know it's broke. This is why we live the way we live. They want to ask our person, well, how many people you got living on your land? And how many people got none of your damn business, is what my wife told him. None of your business. This ain't relevant. Well, I'm going to let him keep going with that. She said she just made up a number. She didn't tell him. She just made up a number. Okay, cool. Ain't none of your business. What is how many people I got living on my land? What that got to do with a harassment case? What that got to do with a stalking charge? And we said that to the judge. That question is irrelevant to this case. It has no bearing, no nothing to this case. Well, I'll let it go. And you know what she means. You know what she's saying. I'm curious. I want to know how many people are down there. None of your damn business, judge, just in case you watch this. Because you just as wicked. Because I know y'all be watching us on YouTube because the Lord, the attorney, brought it up. So I hope you see this, judge. Not that I'm mad at you because you just did your job. But ain't none of your damn business how many people we got living here. And you know that. But curiosity tried to get the cat in there. You should have stuck to the legal grounds. It ain't got nothing to do with her harassing us. Nothing to do with it. Now, you'll make up some fictitious stuff to say why you wanted to admit that as evidence. Evidence for what? Evidence for what? I'm telling you, man, this system is wicked as hell. We got a call on the way home yesterday from Sports Illustrated. Mind you, check this out. On my wife's private cell phone. I'm driving. She's sitting behind me. Her phone rings. So I don't know this number. I said, answer it anyways. It's from Sports Illustrated. They trying to go after my brother Kabir, but really what they're trying to do is get after this ministry. They using Kabir name as the pawn in all of this. But what they really want is the ministry of Straightway. Why? Because we got dogs like Leslie out here in Mississippi, Eric Gonzalez, all these other people, Brian Coward down there in Texas, Brian Howard. We got punks like them. Punks, because they all punks, all of them. We got punks like them that are disgruntled because the ministry wouldn't cow down and do what they wanted us to do. So now they got to go to the powers that be and lie, make up stuff to try to play on people's heartstrings. So they calling me wanting to find out, do I want to respond to what some of these people are saying? Here's my response. Here's my response to what they're saying. That's my response. I wish I could take my pants down to show you my black ass and tell you to kiss it. That's what I wish. But I'm going to keep it semi-holy on this video. I don't care what they saying. I already know what truth is. I walk in it. And see, this is the sad thing. You could take Eric Gonzalez. You could take Leslie. You could take DeJerry. You could take Brian Coward. You could take all these people. You could take them all. They all will tell you that they love Yah and that they keep the Torah. But you show me anywhere in that Torah where you're supposed to be doing what these people are doing. Little Elder Michael Johnson. People like that. They'll claim that they love the first 5 books. They claim they love this law of Yah. But none of them will keep it. None of them will live it either. None of them are living it either. But I'm supposed to go tie myself to wicked people that are tied to this wicked system. No levels of self-sufficiency whatsoever. And what they want to do is they want to bar back and forth over the internet, over keyboards. All they got to do is give me an address and a time, and I would be there. And if they want to do it civil, we can do it civil. But don't get disrespectful, boys, punks, because that's what y'all is doing the crap that you're doing. You're punks. Don't get disrespectful. Because you know what? I just got done sharing this with Shepherd. All I see is us as Israel up on the walls, up on the ladders, and we working. Bing, bing, bing. Because all we doing is buying lands. I just bought some more land Friday. Some more. I know y'all like, yeah, you got to know. I bought some more land Friday. Some more. 2 more acres. And another house on Friday. On my way to the Dry Bones Conference, I bought one. Right down the street. Right. I don't know if y'all can see. No. Right down the street. Go past that blue house right there. There's another house next to it. Then that land on next to it. Just bought that. Just bought that too. I'm going to buy the whole block up when I get the chance. Watch. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to move faithful, dedicated, serious-minded people that love the Most High and want to show him in their deeds. I'm going to move them on them lands. I'm going to follow the example put before me by Pastor Charles Dowell and the Straightway Truth Ministry. That's exactly what I'm going to do. But I didn't forget. I'm back. We're working, y'all. We're working. Ting, ting, ting. We're working. We're trying to rebuild. Y'all remember when they was trying to build, right? But we had all these people coming against us because we was trying to rebuild the temple. See, the restoration is at hand. It's being restored. We're doing the work. That's what the Dry Bones Conference was all about. Doing the work. People getting delivered. People getting set free. People getting healed. Miracles taking place. These people don't care nothing about that. They envious and they jealous just like they was of our Messiah. And the apostles that followed him. They just jealous and envious. Because nobody's listening to them, but they following us. And the more they talk to people, people go research and be like, whoa. Well, I know what you said, but that ain't what I'm seeing from Straightway. And I know what you said, but that's not what I'm getting from Straightway. See, some of us do have the spirit of truth. And some of us do exercise discernment. So while we working with one hand, we got a weapon, a sword in the other hand. And that's all I see with these people. We working, getting the work done, but I got that sword in the other hand, waiting for them, waiting on their ass to make the mistake that I know they're going to make. They going to make it. And I'll be right there to tax that. Yeah. Hallelujah. Glory to the King. Yeah. So that's it for this video, y'all. I just had to share a little bit of what's going on in Straightway, Georgia. What's going on in my life. What these people are trying to accomplish will come to naught. The only thing that's going to bring Straightway down is the Most High. When he says I'm done with Straightway and I'm going to do something different, that's when Straightway coming down. All you other sorry pieces of crap, the little Elder Michael Johnsons, the Leslies, the what do you call that booger, the Eric Gonzalez's, the DeJerrys, any of y'all that are jelly, that Richardson, any of y'all not going to be able to do nothing. You should read that book. You should read it because it actually gives you instructions on why you're wasting your time. If we are not of Yah, we will dissolve. You won't have to do nothing. But if we are of Yah, you are actually fighting Yah. Y'all, but you know what? Y'all don't care nothing about that book. You don't. You don't care nothing about that book. You don't believe that book. You don't believe it. You can't live it. Nothing. You can go around telling other dumb people that want to listen to your dumb asses that you are, but you're not. And it hurts you that the people that used to be in your life, they had the spirit of truth. They wanted holiness and righteousness, so that's why they bucked up with Straightway. And we providing homes for them. We doing stuff for them that they should have. Because they're righteous and they're holy and they going after this thing. They going down that narrow, straight way. Look it up. Y'all know where I'm at. If you don't, Google Straightway, Georgia. My full address will come up. Suckers. Ain't hiding from nobody. Suckers, let me help you out. Let me help some of y'all out. See that right there? Hopefully y'all can see that. I can't tell if you can see. Yeah, you can see it. See it? See it? That's the crest. That's the shield. That's the menorah. But you also see what it say. That's where I live. Who I'm hiding from. Huh? Who I'm hiding from? You can put that in Google and it'll bring you right here. It will bring you right here. Who I'm hiding from? I ain't got nothing to hide. Nothing. So all you that disagree and think that you're a man, straightway Georgia. Straightway Georgia. Show up on your ignorance. Now again, we try to handle this stuff civil. Pastor Dow says it all the time. Pick a spot. We even do this. We will pay for it. You pick it. We will pay for the spot. We will come to your backyard if you want us to. And we will debate you on any of this stuff in this book. Any of your stupid false allegations that come against the book. See, I'm not here to answer your questions about what I got going on privately. That ain't none of your damn business. Well, how many wives you got? None of your damn business how many wives I got. That ain't none of your business. But when you want to get down to the brass tacks of what's going on in this book, because some of you disagree with polygyny, let's debate it. Some of you disagree with homesteading and living on your own and coming out of her. A lot of you disagree with coming out of her. You don't want to admit it, but you do. Let's debate it. Let's do it openly, live, so everybody can see. Because see, what we're about is showing people where the devil at. That's what we're about. Not about this word swapping back and forth on damn line and all that bullshit. Let's see where the devil at. Let the people decide. And if they want to roll with y'all, let them roll with y'all. Let them go with y'all. But at least they'd have truth presented to them. And they can choose to follow the truth or choose to follow the lie. It's up to the people. But when you want to make it personal and start throwing out lies and try to denigrate a person and try to make up stuff and say we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing that. See, that's when it gets personal. And then we get up you face to face like a man. Since you want to act like a little, I ain't even gonna start using these kind of words on here today. But that's why we want to do that. And we ready either way y'all want to do it. We can handle it civil. We can handle it physical. We can handle it with arms. We can handle however you want to do it. We good. If you're a better man, I'm good. I'm ready to go see the king. I'm putting in the work. I'm ready to go see the king. If you're a better man than me, let's figure it out. Let's see. Let's see. But all this behind the scenes, you ain't doing nothing. You just one of them people waiting to get that sword. Because we're going to still work while you do that. Again, I just told you I bought 2 more acres of land. And you just heard what less than a month ago before that, I bought some more land. That night, you suckers, I don't care. I live here. You see where I live? Here. I just bought that. And then I bought another spot right down the road. See that little bushy forest over there? I bought that too. All that's going to be for the people though. We got spots around the corner from here. I got another spot around the corner that's even bigger, like 5 acres. I'm finna go buy. Because I'm going to make an offer they can't refuse. And guess what we're going to end up doing? Putting people, like-minded people that's serious about this book on those lands to live free, just like I live. See, I know I live free. I ain't tied to the damn system. So I know I live free. They can crack down, they can take it. You can't take the peace. See, I have great peace because I love the law. I ain't finna be offended by none of you boogers. But I sure will deal with you. I promise you I will. I sure will deal with you and sleep like a baby. That's probably what I need to get some sleep because I ain't been getting much sleep for years now. But you guys are just disturbers of the work like the books say. And you mean nothing. I want you to just look at me. You mean zero. Nada. You're not even worthy of y'all doing a new thing like he did back then for Core, Datham, and a beer. You ain't worthy of that. You just need hellfire. That's all you need. Because there ain't no redeeming your wicked ass.